Hello guys, here is my small living room. I use one of it for my two shops. This is the latest my built CNC router machine. And there is control box and panel. And here is my old CNC router machine. I will introduce this in this episode. You can see the back side of the new machine. You can see there is rectangular boxes, is the two changes box. And here is the control panel, control box, and here this machine I already used it for 13 years, 12 to 13 years, and lately I retrofit it. And you can see this machine is there's no name on this side, there's on the back side. You can see here High EZ S400s. This is the German made machine, and I already put it on the eBay for the sales. Because my living room is very small, you can see this one is injection molding machine, the vertical one. I use it for, I also build this a lot of aluminium small injection molds and use it for molding some test pieces. And the one handed up is a oldest my builder's EDM machine, and it's comforted. It works but not very well. I gave it up. And here is the metal brick for bending a lot of this aluminium sheet, 2 mm, 2 millimeter in thicknesses. The lower side is covered by white color wood plated. There is the granite, fat granite block this for measurement use. During my building of the new machine, I use it a lot. And the rest is this gray color is the crank. You can see orange color is the mechanism. It's manual one for lifting up these heavier pieces. I think it is 400 pounds. And this small metal lathe, and on the side is a small drill machine. Actually, I have a lot of some machines, small machine stuff, and I hide it up in those cupboard and also on the other living rooms. The main pieces is already in here, and this old one I built the dust cover on XY. He said the original machine didn't have it, and also build a very strongest bottom plate on it for putting on the trunk or the visors, these grinding visors, as well as I built this. You can see here, this is my DIY 5th axis. I can put it on here because this table at the lower position. As well, I can put it on my new milling machine. For the sales, I didn't put it on sales for this 5th axis. I only put on this. And also the control box, I upgraded the original one. The original one is smaller. Only this width. I think if the original one is only 10-inch width, now it's almost 14 inches or 15 inches in width. And the original one is 4th axis. You can see on this photo, the left side is the original machine, this parts, components. This portion is the XYZ, and this is the 4th axis. And I built the new pieces on this side. This main control boxes, it includes you can see here on the top is 2 breakout boards, and the one underneath it and can't be seen is ESS control box. ESS internal control box is right there underneath. And further under this boxes is the 24 voltages switching mode power supplies, and another is a 5th axis driver box. Here is it. You cannot see it because it's hidden. You can see the switching box, UBs, and back pieces is a small driver, step motor driver. And as well as I need to build some sockets for the new connections. This is the old connection. The new connection is these 2 pieces is the 4th and 5th axis. Actually is the 5th axis is the new one. The 4th axis is I oriented it from this position to this, and the rest 3 pieces. One is the limit switch signal for the 5th axis boxes. There is limit switch feeders into this control box. These 2 are for driver step motor driver. This one is, you can see this is another piece, this line. This is for connection of the pendulum. I now use this pendulum for demonstration. and the extra sockets for other users. For example, you can use it for two changes boxes, or VFD spindle, because there are a lot of input outputs. You can see here there's no lead wire mounted on it for users. And this breakout board is bought just from CNC 4 pieces. This is C25. If I don't forget it, is the model of C25 breakout board. There are two porters, but for the ESS internal control board, there are 3 porters for users. So this covers only 2. For the third ones, I used another China made breakout board. These are used for the step motor drivers. All the 5 axes are fed into here. You can see there are some this buffer IC and optocouplers for the limit switches, and there are 3 relays for users. Currently, I use the original relays on these control boxes. You can see there are 2 white color ones for motor, spindle motor. You can see, and also this for coolants. And in these machines, I also added the mist coolant here, and also build a LED lamp. I built it for a long time ago, 10 years ago. At that time, this type of LED is expensive, but nowadays they are very cheap. And I also put it for sales. There is dust cover correctors here, and the vacuum hole can be fit into. You can see this type of vacuum hoses can be fit on this connector. This will be put it in here and screw mount. I drill some screw hole there. And I'll demonstrate the movement of this machine. And I use Mark III software for it, and the screen pages I use another downloaded one. This is the 5-axis. It called 6-axis, but I can move it 5-axis in this panel. And there is 4, 5, but the 5-axis only the 5 one. You can see I can move it I need to switch to okay for the 5th axis, the 4th axis first. You can see the digits move, and the 5th axis is the C axis move. So actually there is 5 axis that I can control here, and also the 5th axis it go to C axis, not the B axis. Actually it is very confusing. What is this C axis or B axis? Usually C axis is correctly for 5th axis. Actually I cannot use this axis. And from Pendulum I need to install the brain. You can see the brain control here. I enable this one. And I move this one. Reset. Y. For the rest is same. So I now demonstrate the pendulum. I need to change here. You can see move the pendulum MPG. So I turn this rotor, this wheel, and here is the selection of. I need to take exit. First is the X axis. Okay, Y. Reset. It got to be stopped. Okay, the limit switch actuated. Need to reset it. Okay, I now go to here. I go to the 4th axis. Fourth axis is the vertical rotation. You can see this movement is faster, and it connect to this C axis. And you can see there is 2 pieces rotate, and this is a small gadget. Here I introduce something. You can see there is leveler here. Now it's almost horizontal. I tune it. I adjust it to be level with this surface or this direction. So whenever I see this dial in level position, it means this table at horizontal. You can see here, because using the limit switch inside, the accuracy is not very good. It's better to use this. There is 15:1 ratio there. I use it for for machining many pieces. And here is this. I go to here to 5th axis, and now this will turn the whole box and make it move more. You can move to vertical position even more a little bit. It's now stopped because the limit switch was hidden. Oh, lastly, I say wrongly that when this horizontal, it means this C-axis, the limit switch is actually in accurate position. Now this level is for use for looking at the horizontal position of this or the vertical position of this. I don't know why I put the limit switch at the vertical position, or because I can't understand. Actually, it's now horizontal, and it also stopped us at this by the limit switch inside. So I click on the reset again to resume it, and as well I put the levels on this here. So I remove this slowly. Hit it. Let me switch. I need to make the step slow down a little bit. Here, the step. Here you can see the changes of the step position. Data 0.01 is the largest. You put the smallest. Now I can adjust this level. Now this almost, you can see the oil inside is emptied due to it was used for a long time. I need to change a new one for this. This is 4 inches. I can take it out and have a largest piece of rectangular place to be installed there. And that's almost all for the. Let me see the back side of this control boxes. Move it a little bit. Most of it are original pieces. You can see here is ventilator fan, a power port, this socket. The new address is this LAN socket, and this 5-volt power supply for this box users, mainly for this box users, and mainly for the ESS, internal control box users, as well for C25 breakout board users. And this breakout board is run by 24 volt and 5 volt, and this for 24 volts I use a new power supply. And that's all for this episode, and thank you for your watching. Please thumb up and subscribe if you liked it.